Opie and Anthony.
Like on these fucking islands out in the Pacific.
Oh, no kidding.
They still test them in the Australian
Fucking
desert.
islands.
Yeah.
Opie and Anthony,
Bikini
continue.
Island.
Are we on?
Let me set the
We
stage
just
here.
start
We got,
show in mid-conversation is what that's how we do our shows.
we got Jim Jefferies, Caroline's this weekend.
Hello.
And for the first time, I believe, Joe DeRosa.
Yes,
We've been
first
trying to
time.
make this happen for years. And I would see Joe in clubs like, no, we're going to get Johnson. And then another year would go by. I'm just an awful person.
No, I'm happy to finally be here. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. It's a little more tame in here than I expected. I thought there was going to be like hookers blowing people and interns taking shits on each other. And
That's only on the Saturday night shows.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like it though.
We're in the calling it in stage of our career. So
Call it in.
Well, last time I was here, someone ate shit, didn't they?
wow, that was Eastside Dave.
Eastside
Dave, yeah, he defended
Yes.
himself by putting his hand up his ass.
And he got in trouble for that.
No. See, that's the problem.
That wasn't the time.
Dave did that,
Michael
and there was no
hepatitis trouble?
problems whatsoever. He does it again about 6 months later, and then gets
And then
in
there's trouble.
Yeah.
What did you get, Jimmy? What is it?
Is that the chocolates finally?
Cumsies?
No, I wish. I would be all gone already. Thank you very much. She sent me this. I think her name was Rosalie. Sent me chocolates. You guys are welcome to them. I'm only gonna eat like one.
No.
Who's Rosalie and why is
One,
she
one
saying
box.
chocolate?
Well, listen.
One box? What are you
She's a
eating?
listener, and she's had a boyfriend.
I don't eat listeners' stuff.
Why not?
Except they're pussies.
They're good chocolates.
I'll say they are.
They're fucking brilliant.
Now listen.
These are very good.
Before it passes, these guys were arguing Indiana Jones.
yeah, big
Joe
Indiana
DeRosa
Jones
loved
fans.
it. Got the DVD.
I
Right?
saw it 6 times.
I
in
think
the
it raped
theater.
my childhood.
Wow, the last one you
I
saw,
saw it
6 times?
6 times in the theater.
I mean, it just
That's a
made
mental
me
problem.
feel like a kid again, and people.
Why was someone touching you in the theater?
Exactly.
Hey, reach for the popcorn. I cut a hole in the bottom.
People shit on the movie. I was talking to Roland about it. Roland hated it. Jim Jefferies hated
Hated
it.
it.
You didn't like it, Ant. I thought
Roland
it was
played
good.
the big Rolling Stone in the first one.
I thought it was good. It just made me feel like a kid again. I felt like I was
Yeah.
8 years old. And then
I will admit, yeah, when you hear that music and shit,
I love
you know,
the
and it's
music.
something new, and you're like, wow, I haven't seen this. You know, when you hear this,
Yeah.
it's like I've been watching these movies for years over and over again, and it's like, okay, it's new. So and
Right.
you really expect a lot of these fucking
well,
movies.
it should have been good. It should have been fucking good. They had all the time in the world to make the thing.
Yeah, well, they certainly
Right,
did.
it's
Years.
Steven Spielberg, Harrison Ford, 20 fucking years. I want something good. It
Yeah.
was good, though.
It was rubbish!
He swung around on his fucking whip.
No, when?
People
He didn't
shot
even
machine
swing on the
guns at
whip.
him.
He
There
didn't-
was animals and shit that he was fighting in the fucking... What else do you want,
And the
man?
Russians, they weren't that bad. They're not as bad as Nazis.
They're not Nazis.
Yeah,
you
they're not
can't
Nazis.
beat the
You
Nazis
can't
when it
beat
comes
the
to
Nazis.
bad guys in movies.
What are you
Indiana
gonna do?
Jones and Nazis. Do another Nazi one.
Yeah,
You
dude.
get he's 80.
Give him a time machine. They worked in bloody... they worked in Aliens. The least they can do is get him a time machine.
He goes into that fucking warehouse with all those boxes, starts prying shit until he finds a DeLorean. He gets in, 88 miles an hour. The motherfucker's back fighting Nazis. I like it. Better than that fucking piece of shit they put out.
And you said you didn't like the CGI, right?
There's too much CGI in it. This is what I was saying before. Is when he used to be chased by the boulder, or when he was jumping off something or swinging from something before, there was actual fear that Harrison Ford could get injured. Like these were proper stunts. And now it's like he's running upstairs and there's 2 big, massive CGI cogs crushing the stairs. That stupid Marion woman who hasn't had a job in 20 years just grinning through the whole film. Just like, I'm working! I'm working! The doctor said I never would, but look at me now! This is my point. This is my point that I was trying to make earlier, Jim. You have a different suspension of disbelief now that you're 33 versus when you were 31 versus when you were 8 years old. And, you know, when I was 8, a lot of things entertained me more easily. I used to turn my fucking penis inside out in a bathtub for 20 or 30 minutes straight when I was 8 years old. And now do you use CGI for that, or what happens there? It's still the same trick as an adult. I'm just saying, it's, you know, you drift away a little easier when you're a kid.
You know, you got a point that I remember watching the extras on the DVD of the old ones, and not even extras. I think like a TV show would be a special on the behind the scenes, and they show the guy in the little trench under the truck pulling himself with the whip,
right?
And it's supposed to be indie, you know, but it's a stunt man and shit. But they really did the stunt, and then Harrison Ford is there with the glass in front of him and the Cobra. and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
There
the
was a real
cobra, and he spat the
Yeah,
poison
yeah.
onto the glass. They had to start again because they
Yeah,
were
yeah.
shit. And everything. You were going, how awesome were the ants? They weren't ants. And then you were using the argument, you're going, but how can you control the ants? How can you control fucking cobras?
But because the cobras were in a room, the ants were in a jungle. How do you control ants in a goddamn jungle scene? You're going to direct
You
ants?
collect ants up, like in boxes and whatnot. They got all
Okay,
the
go ahead. I
ants.
want to hear how you
They
do
got all
this.
the bugs from this. You've never been to Australia. There's fucking there's ant farms where you can
Sure.
go
That's
get
true.
ants. You can buy them. People have that. People have them in that little glass thing where they're all walking along and all
I
that.
will say this in defense of your guys' argument against me. I liked the Star Wars prequels, so that might diffuse everything we're arguing about right now.
Oh,
All right.
God.
Well,
Yeah.
Might as well.
wow,
say
they're
it.
telling us, you gotta go.
Your first appearance on the show, and you've come on to tell us about the Phantom Menace.
That was a great 5 minutes.
Wow.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I liked
I
them.
thought
You
Indiana
liked them.
Jones was worse than the new Star Wars is. I thought new Star
Oh,
Wars was better than the new
stop
Indiana
it.
Jones. You just said you liked them. I'm just sticking up for you.
You thought that it was worse than the Star
I
Wars?
thought the
prequels?
Indiana Jones was worse than the Star Wars prequels. I thought it was that bad.
Hated first Star Wars prequel.
Right.
Didn't mind the other ones. Didn't fucking like completely want to just rip Lucas's head off.
Yeah,
after
Revenge
the
of
other
the
two.
Sith was alright.
Like, yeah, that was all right. The first one was a kids fucking show. It was a
Right.
fucking kids movie.
Right.
Oh, look, I'm flying a fucking.
George Lucas stinks.
Yeah, George
Children.
Lucas.
Terrible. The fucking little Ewoks and.
I'll tell you one thing. We're at
How
a
many
point.
dwarfs do you reckon
Oh, look,
George
the
Lucas
Mercury
has?
Duke.
Oh my God, he's the biggest
He's
dwarf
gotta know-
employer ever.
He's
He's got to
Faggot,
know
shut up.
hundreds, doesn't he?
He's got to know hundreds
As
of
long
dwarfs.
as George Lucas is on this planet, dwarves will never go hungry.
Oh, they'll CGI the shit out of him now, though. R2D2 was a fucking CGI R2D2. And how the fuck did R2D2 go from, because all the prequels were pre, he went from fucking this cool-ass flying motherfucking thing with all kinds of gadgetry to this piece of shit roly-poly falls over. He can't even go over
I've got an
rocks.
answer for that. I've got an answer for that.
All right.
Have you ever had a really nice car you kept for 20 years?
Oh, it's a piece of shit.
And then by the end, it's a piece of shit.
You know,
The heater doesn't work anymore.
Like they didn't keep up on his flying
His
thing.
maintenance was rubbish.
Okay. All right, that I can accept.
Kind of makes sense here.
And I gotta say that
got
the
you there.
ships that they use, fucking models in most cases,
Right.
look better than CGI these days.
Models are always better because you can touch a model, you can see a model. Yoda was better as a
great.
puppet.
The model I didn't think looked good was the fucking like the Death Star model at the end of the first Star Wars with the fucking where they're just throwing M80s onto the surface
Yeah.
of some shitty thing with the camera there. That didn't look that good. But other shit looked really good. And Alien. The ship in Alien looked good because it was all dark and everything when they showed that, but that was all models. CGI ships are kind of
I don't know, but
not
it's
into it.
I'm a little more forgiving with CGI because if you look at model, the way model effects worked in the 50s and the 60s, it
Yeah.
looked tremendously more shitty than it did in the 80s.
Hell
So
yeah.
CGI now looks pretty good compared to when
Yeah,
it
yeah,
did
now
in
it-
95 or whatever. So
Definitely.
it's
No,
like,
no, it never
it will
did better
get
than
to
Jurassic Park. That was the best CGI ever.
Jurassic Park was really
That
fucking
was the
good
best CGI, and everything since then, and Gollum, and everything else is fucked.
Yeah, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, Jurassic Park was 20 years ago.
Maybe it doesn't look as good if we saw Jurassic Park today, though.
No, I've watched it
No,
recently.
those Velociraptors
no.
look fucking really
Hey, Chris
cool.
from Whackbag writes,
T-Rex shit.
I bet DeRosa's favorite Back to the Future movie is the third one. Is that true?
I hate the third
All
one
right.
so
All right.
much.
Third one.
So
All
much.
right.
Third
Can I
one's just.
I do agree that Phantom Menace is the worst Star Wars film.
Yeah.
But it is, you know what made me kind of be forgiving with that? My 8-year-old nephew was like, I love Phantom Menace, I love it. And I was like, all right, it's a kid's movie.
It's
This
got
kid
the,
liked
it's the
it.
best
movie
fight
ever.
scene by a mile. That Darth Maul fight scene, hands down, is the
Oh,
best,
yeah,
the best
yeah,
fight scene
yeah.
in all the films.
Can we talk how much Back to the Future 3 sucks ass
It's so
really
fucking
quick?
cat. Like what?
Have we just become nerds?
I hated
really
the fact.
fucking-
Yes, we did. I hated the fact that at the end of 2, they showed you scenes from 3, and like. It's
When the hell
old
did
West.
this happen?
When the hell did this happen?
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck? Oh, now I'm gonna get a Western.
It's like, how many times you gonna do that scene where he wakes up in the dark?
Yeah,
He's like,
oh.
I had a terrible nightmare.
Oh,
And
we're right here on the good old 27th floor. Or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. That's
You gotta watch out for old Tex Tenon.
Mom, old Tex, Mad Dog 10.
Oh, God, it sucked. It was like a made-for-TV. That movie was like when they did Facts of Life go to Europe. And you're like, oh, let it go.
Yeah, no already. It's bad enough, the over-the-top Griff Tannen. I told you never to stop.
Yeah.
Like, all right, we got it. He's away with his
Hoverboards don't work in water, McFly.
Get you a power. It was horrible.
Yeah.
The third one did not appreciate the third one. And the love interest with Doc ruined it. Just no fucking love interest.
Well, and
Yeah.
you're supposed to believe Mary Steenburgen would fuck Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah,
Looking more
she's
ridiculous
no
than he
fucking-
looks in real
Come on,
life.
come on,
With
she
that-
fucks Ted Danson. It's all.
Yeah, like the first one was good. It had like an edge to it. Not almost, it did. They were using language in that was like, fuck, you know?
Yeah, I remember I saw the first one when I was about, I guess I was 9. And I was really, it upset me in the theater because I only knew Michael J. Fox as the cool guy from Facts of Life. And
No, Family Ties.
Family
From
Ties.
Family
excuse me.
Ties.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm
Andy
gonna,
Cohen was the cool guy from the Facts of Life.
I was like, I'm going to see the guy from Family Ties in a movie, and he started cursing, and it upset me so much as
Did
a
it?
9-year-old. Yeah, when I was 9. you
Have
know?
you seen Teen
Oh,
Wolf? yet?
faggot.
Yeah.
No, Teen Wolf wasn't out yet.
What if
Teen
you-
Wolf
what if
was
you knew he was
before
in-
it.
Of course I'm a
Teen Wolf
little
was definitely
faggot.
before
I'm
it.
sitting here saying I like the Phantom Menace.
Teen Wolf was before
Teen
Back
Wolf
to
was
the Future.
before Back to the Future.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I don't
Sure
think
it
he
was.
would have done
No.
Teen Wolf after Back to the Future, would he?
No, Teen
No.
Wolf was after Back to
It
the
was,
Future.
Sure?
it was definitely before.
I'd be willing to place a bet on it.
Wow.
All right, I'm
I'm not sure,
I'm
so
putting
I'm not
20
gonna...
in. I'm putting 20 in.
I have $10 in my pocket.
All right,
That's
let's
all
do
I
it.
got.
Let's
All
do
right,
it.
got a
Let's
$10
do it.
bet.
What is that, like £2.50? Fucking bring it on.
We got a $10 bet.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, Back to the Future was 84, and Teen Wolf was
85.
85. Teen Wolf was 82.
You're not sure.
82.
He's not
No
sure.
way.
He's lying. I've seen Jimmy's face.
Oh, okay.
DB. All right.
This is very exciting.
Yes, it is. It's
This
a
is
wager.
quality right here.
Well, of course, the internet never works as fast as you want it
That's
to.
the way it is, and Murphy's Law.
On a side note, if you guys want, I do have audio of Mary What's her name? Mary Steenburgen? Talking shit about how she hated number 2 but loves number 3, obviously because she was in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's kind of a
no.
Well, of course she's gonna fucking
The
say
only,
that.
the only redeeming part of number 3 was when you thought that Doc died at the end. You're like, wow, he died to save Marty. That's awesome. And then he
And then
comes back in
fucking
the
with the
time
stupid-
train.
Oh, what do you do? They're both 1985.
Oh.
But Back to the Future is listed as him having done it first in 85. Excuse me.
Wait, first before what?
That was
Teen
close.
Wolf.
Oh.
It says Back to the Future, Teen Wolf, Family Ties Vacation, which I guess was a TV movie.
Yeah, he
Exactly
goes
that.
to Oxford to
To look
Yes.
for Parkinson's medication. And fucking spill-proof cups.
I could have sworn.
Back to the Future 2 was in 89, right after Casualties of War.
So you're saying I've lost this bet?
That's a surprise,
I
actually.
think you've lost this bet by a nose.
Give up some of
Wow.
that Caroline's
When
money,
did
buddy.
3 come? Where's 3?
Oh, you got American money too, Jim Jefferies.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know how to roll in
Well,
this
they filmed
country.
it at the
Hey,
same
let's
time.
get a Psycho Bob in Baltimore. Baltimore, Psycho Bob.
Good morning, boys.
Hey.
Good morning, Mr. Hollywood.
Hi.
Hey, I was wondering if on the next segment we could maybe share some recipes for picnics this coming summer.
Shut up! We're talking movies, you fucking queer
I don't know.
Is that an in joke?
asshole.
He's implying that we're a bunch of
we're
fucking
kinda,
bitches.
we're a bunch
Oh.
of hens right now.
And I always bring this up, but don't you think it was odd that the McFlys would have Biff waxing the car and helping him out at the end and saying, we never would have met if it wasn't for Biff trying to rape your mother. Like that would be someone you wouldn't invite over to wax your fucking car or do anything. You'd punch him every time you see him. It's like, stay away from that guy. He tried to rape your mother.
Yeah, they keep him around.
And it's like, okay, I'll put another coat of wax on.
And George really just got lucky with that punch too. Like if I was Biff, I just would have fucked him up the next day.
Oh, I know, yeah. Why didn't he just fucking clock him the next day?
I would have kicked the shit
Oh,
out of
Biff
him.
was
Yeah,
kind
they-
of a pussy.
They don't count an almost rape. That
No,
guy's
the
still
whole
invited
idea
over
was
for the
that
holidays.
Biff was
It's-
scared of him for the rest of his
Shut
life.
the door, McFly.
Yeah.
And if McFly would have just started thinking about walking away and shutting the door, she would have just gotten fucking raped by Biff.
that wasn't
Yeah,
rape
rape
in
in
the...
it, racism.
I meant.
Call black guys spooks.
Yeah.
Hey, beat it, spook.
That wasn't rape in the 50s, I guess.
No,
that
it
was
was
like
just dating.
nowadays. That was,
Dating.
I'm gonna marry you. Chasing her down the street. Be my girl. Yeah, be my girl.
When he's on the street, he just starts grabbing her ass and trying to lift her skirt up. In the middle of town square in Hill Valley.
It was a more innocent time, Danny.
It must have been a good time for rape.
It was an innocent time. What did we know? We didn't know rape was bad for you. Like cigarettes.
How the fuck did he not see him in the rearview mirror in the fucking car? That was
Oh,
so
he's
stupid.
talking on the walkie-talkie. He's like yelling. Yeah.
Doc, I'm trying to get this fucking sports almanac. I'm in the back seat of Biff's car. Yeah, Biff's driving it right now, and he doesn't hear me. We're in a tunnel and everything. Yeah, oh wait, holy shit, I have this just a premonition that he's gonna turn around and look. Let me duck.
yeah.
And he just looked. Okay, I'm back up. Yeah, Doc, holy shit, I'm trying to get this fucking thing.
It was. It's like, come on already.
And he probably wanted to duck down, but you know how shitty directors are. They're probably, could you cheat up a little bit? Just cheat up a little
Cheat up.
bit.
He won't see you.
Sitting full up in the back seat.
If this fucking guy sitting on the bleachers shows me that god fucking newspaper one more
what
time
is- no, it
and
isn't
distracts
funny.
me, I'm
We
gonna
don't care.
Oh, it's
fucking,
me.
I don't know what.
What is it?
It's a write-up of
It's a
Jim
write-up
I
Jefferies.
swear, dude. I've never thrown a fucking audience member out of
Well,
this
he didn't want
place.
you didn't see it.
I fucking look over every
on.
2 seconds.
What is it?
Do you know what a fucking distraction that is?
What's Anthony?
That I'm trying to talk and you're holding something up and pointing. 3 fucking times you did it. I'm trying to. I didn't acknowledge you 3 fucking times.
Mike's off.
You distracted the piss out of me.
This
Mike's
Obama thing is getting to him.
I'm a bad boy.
Hold on, guys.
This is getting to you.
Sean for the Bronx. I was just trying to get Jeffrey to actually turn around so that I actually see it from here.
Yeah,
do you
mate,
understand
mate,
why we're carrying on a conversation?
I'm on the air, mate. I'm a bit busy to read an article about myself and how funny I am and how I'm performing
turned
at
the
Caroline
fucking look,
tonight.
and out of the
Saturday
clock.
and Sunday.
Out of my peripheral, this fucking he's waving a paper at me.
While you guys were, like, when I was waiting for you guys to come over, I
Yeah.
was listening to them talk. I wasn't going to make fun of them, but I'm glad you just yelled at them.
Oh, good.
This, you know when you hear a great non sequitur, right?
Yeah.
I'm sitting there.
Damn,
That's so annoying.
Holy shit, dude. All right, I get it.
He goes, I hear him go, he was talking about being somewhere where Tina Fey was. How the fuck did that happen? I have no idea. And he goes, I made Tina Fey laugh, man. He goes, I'm telling you, dog. If Tina Fey wasn't married with a kid, I'd be all on that shit.
Yeah.
Like that's what Tina Fey. Like Tina Fey's sitting there going, if it wasn't for this fucking wife or the husband and kid, I'd fuck this guy with the wow sticker taped to his jacket right now.
Holy annoying motherfucker. Wow. You know, we've had a multitude of different people there
I thought you were
over
going
the
to say
years.
of annoying motherfuckers.
No, and I've never in all the time had a person annoy me as much as you just did. You distracted the piss out of me 3 times. I'm trying to talk, and you're pointing. Don't you understand? We're doing a show. Like if fucking you went to a taping of like a TV series and they have a live audience, do you think you can just point at the fucking as the guy's trying to do something? Holy shit!
And he killed some pretty sweet Back to the Future talk,
No
too.
shit!
We were about to hear number
good luck
3 was
getting this
better than
back on
number
track.
2.
Kibosh on that fucking
I
thing.
want to personally
yeah.
thank the guy in the bleachers for that.
Hey,
Hey, I got to get to Jim Jefferies because I didn't forget, my friend.
What?
I got a text message from you. God,
yes.
it has to be 6 to 8 months ago. You go, thanks a lot. My mom thinks I'm gay.
Yeah, my mum thinks. I don't know if you, like about 6 months ago when I was last on.
Or whenever it was.
Me,
Yeah.
Jim, and Patrice had a fairly heated debate over whether I'm gay because I snowball and felch.
He said yes, and you said possibly.
Yeah, it went on for about 10
It
minutes.
wasn't much
and-
of a debate. You were the only one that said.
Well, you
No,
felt.
Jim stuck up for me.
Of course I did.
Yeah.
I've never felched, but I'm not above talking to a girl. Perhaps I would lick my own cum off her. It does nothing for me, but the idea of it
We
might
can't-
turn me on if it was dirty enough for her.
We can't start this again. This will go on
No,
forever.
no, I'm telling you. Have you licked your own cum up? You have, right? I've never done that.
The reason why I can't say this is because what happened was someone puts a 10-minute clip of a picture of me in my underwear on YouTube. And it's called "Is Jim Jefferies Gay?" on YouTube, right? And it's just
This isn't helping your cause, by the way.
I don't Google myself that much, and my mum does it every day, right? So she rings me up like this, and this is the opening sentence. It just goes like this. I think you're gay. And I'm going, what? Mum, what? It's like the middle of the night. I go, what are you talking about? Licking semen out of people's bottoms. It's disgusting. Holy shit. She goes, you disgust me. You disgust me, like this, right? And then she goes, that's the clip there. That's an old publicity photo, right? And she goes on and on and on about me, and she goes, what are the people down at the shops going to think? And I go, what are you fucking talking about, what they're going to think? So then I think everything's okay. I think everything's okay. My mum thinks I'm gay. She doesn't speak to me for a month. Everything's fine. I talk around and say, it's all radio shit. I just make it up. I don't do any of these things, Mum. And then about a week after that, she sees Remove Your Hat. And
oh, you were part of that. I forgot.
I listened to that.
Huge.
I watch that sometimes.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because the funny part for watching Remove Your Hat, is to watch Jefferies get caught up in the wave of joy.
Exactly.
It's like the second time through, you're laughing, and then the hysterical wave hits you, and you just it reaches you.
I know. I watch it back. I try to feel bad about it. I try to watch it. I try to feel remorse. I do everything I can, and as soon as that wheel's spinning in the bottom of the camera, I'm over. And I've done bad
Her
things.
hair being blasted aside.
I've gotten drunk at parties and gone to people, do you want to see the funniest thing ever? And then showed it to them, and people just look at me like I'm sick.
I think, Joe, you'd be outraged.
What is Remove Your Hat? I don't know what it is.
It's a 101-year-old
Why
woman.
don't we put it on?
Let me explain, though. There's 3 or 4 different versions of that on YouTube, but the funniest one is...
Do we have the one with Jefferies? Because what happens is there's a very rude woman.
I don't say anything funny in the whole thing.
How old is
I'm
she?
just laughing for 10 minutes.
Wait, but hold on. But how does that turn into your mom still thinking you're gay?
My mum watched it. She's decided to Google some more stuff, and she just gets more and more disappointed with everything that I say on this show.
Right.
To the extent where she doesn't want to talk to me anymore.
Yeah.
She goes, what? She goes, what if that was me being beaten up? And I went, well, Mum, you're like 67. You'd put up more of a fight. And then I was like, hang on, you've punched me more than that black guy punched that 101-year-old woman.
Yeah.
He wasn't punching her. She was
have?
rude. He was That's called a lesson in manners that she won't soon forget. That's
He
called
was
tough medicine.
removing her.
She was wearing a hat.
His fist was a spoonful of sugar.
It's every time you say she's late on her hat payments, I'm fucking pissed myself. That's the funniest thing that anyone's ever said.
Late on her hat payments.
So, I get
Joe doesn't know the video. Do we have
Daddy's
it?
pulling it up
Okay.
so I can watch this thing.
Do you want us to Google bomb Jim Jefferies is gay?
If you want to listen to it, it's...
All right, here. Well, can we put it up on the big screen or no?
Nah,
today?
they're fixing it.
But someone
damn it.
pieced
Is
this
there-
together.
Is there volume?
Someone went through all the footage to know where we were talking.
Oh, this is the
For our country over the last
Frank.
See what I'm gonna get? Oh! Look at the walker wheels. Look at the wheels. That'll teach her.
Fucking Frank Vincent wig.
This tape is called Rich Boss Trying to Get Paid at Governor. We're 100% sure this is real. This is in fact.
Oh, it's absolutely real. The guy got arrested and everything.
Watch her hair fluff out. Watch her hair fluff out when you watch. You're insane.
Why the fuck? That is so funny.
Her hair fluffs out.
Or the club. You guys are wrong.
I love the hair fluff. Watch the hair. Oh, the hair is great.
Just keep playing it over and over again.
Oh my! Your laugh is killing me.
Look at this. Oh, the sheet goes down. He's jamming her.
Why does he need to knock her over?
Because she didn't pay for her. I have a feeling.
Payments are late.
There's the lie.
Holy shit.
So, Joe, what do you think?
It was hilarious. I feel terrible for laughing at it. It was hilarious, but what was making me laugh was Jeffries going, And every time you hear that laugh, it would coincide right with her getting that fucking right shot to the fucking ear.
It wasn't just a guy laughing. It was the clip. It reached Jim. It got him in the soul of being funny. It just,
Holy shit! It's called "Remove Your Hat" on
It's still
YouTube.
the funniest thing on earth.
Yeah.
And I said, I do feel bad,
of course.
but I do watch it to cheer myself
Exactly.
up.
I hate the fact that the camera doesn't catch her on the ground. She fucking clumsy old bitch had to fall out of frame.
That's what made it.
Bad directing.
It's the wheel spinning in frame that makes it so funny. If the picture was clearer, it wouldn't be as funny. The fact that it was all grainy and like a horrible silent movie. Oh,
The clip, Jim's right. The clip does scream Jim Jefferies because that is the kind of thing you'd laugh at, and you're just game for anything. That's what I like. Remember when we got shit faced after we did Down and Dirty?
Yeah,
with Jim.
You can tell everyone.
And you went to that fucking. I took. Jim's like, oh, I'm fucking horny. I gotta fucking go to Jack Shack. He wanted to whack off somewhere, so I brought him up into this fucking place on 42nd Street, and he's shit-faced, and he's just, there's one fat stripper working at 2 in the morning, and he's shit-faced, and I'm bartering the fucking deal, because he's so drunk he can't understand his Cockney, whatever fucking part of England he's from, and he's going... The girl's going, so for $30, he can come in here and play with himself. And he's going, can I have a wank? He's like, can I have a wank? And I go, yeah, you can have a wank. Go in. And he's going, I can have a wank right in there. And he's like in disbelief. I go, yeah, you can have a wank.
I
He's
couldn't
going,
believe it. It was like a public place.
yeah, I finally snapped. He's like, but the 5th time, can I have a wank? I'm like, yeah, you can fucking jerk off in there. Go and fucking play with yourself in that closet.
And the cool thing was, all the comics waited out front of the door for me to do it, and then we all had McDonald's. Like nothing happened.
Hey, let's.
How did you guys have so much fun after the shoot? I did nothing after the fucking
we
shoot.
just went to Manhattan. We got in the car.
God damn it.
I came up to get you and say thank you and be like, hey, we're all going to go out if you want to go. But you were like in the room with Lemmy, and it was, I was like, he's going to be in there for hours.
Yeah.
That was so funny, that shoot, because American TV is different to British TV. British TV, they try to get your shit face, so that you're like you're all loose on stage. And I'm like, I go up to like one of the producers on Norton's show and I go, can I have a beer? And they looked at me like I should be in an AA program. And they go, what? You're about to be on television? And I'm like, yeah, that's why I'd like to have a beer, so I'm relaxed. you don't get it. This is going to be broadcast. Yeah. And then someone came up to me and goes, look, I didn't tell you, but there's a bottle of Jack Daniels in Lemmy's room.
Of course there is.
Do you know that on the Tonight Show, before you go on, they come around to the dressing rooms and they go, cocktail? And they'll make you a drink. Oh, yeah, you guys know. They want to make you a drink. They kind of want, probably the actors especially, who get nervous.
Just get a little loose. Hey, we got a guy that snowballed for the first time. I don't want to lose this guy. John in Pennsylvania.
Hey, boys.
What's up, John?
Hey, man. Hey, Jim, I agree with you, man. It's the first time I came in my wife's pussy, and about 20 minutes later, she's like, listen, I want you to clean my pussy out from your cum. And I did it, and I got to tell you, I was horny as a motherfucker.
Did she use the words clean like that? Sexy.
Yep.
Clean.
Yeah.
That's
I
really
need a
fucking
toilet
hot.
brush.
Why? That's not
Jimmy,
sexy.
I also want to tell you, dude, I read your book. It's fucking phenomenal.
I read your book, you magnificent son of a bitch.
Thank you, buddy.
Fucking awesome, Jimmy. You rule.
Thanks a lot, man.
All right, John. All right,
Guys,
John.
roll.
Thanks, John.
See ya.
Is there anything more disgusting than the word pussy in a hard Pennsylvania accent? Pussy.
Was that a Pennsylvania? Was
Eating
that
a pussy.
Hey, DeRosa, where are you going to be?
I'm at Gotham this week, and I'm competing with Jim Jefferies.
Oh, boy, now we got a problem.
I'm at Gotham Halloween night, 2 shows, and 3 shows on Saturday, November 1st.
He's only
competing with
competing on a
us.
Saturday. You can see both of us.
You guys want to oil wrestle or something to see who gets the big plug at the end of the show?
I don't think I get a door split. I'm happy.
I don't think his mum won't like that. Be more gay.
Yeah, but don't even start every fucking time. What's wrong with you? I'm not even going to tell the audience what you just
Who
did.
gives a shit?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. If would you 69 with a girl?
Yeah.
And lick her clit while a guy was fucking her?
No, that's too many.
Holy shit! You took way too long, bro.
Yeah, that's testicles on my forehead.
Way too fucking long to answer that.
Testicles on my forehead.
That's Fly's Eye's forehead.
Would you?
He was just making a diagram in his head to try to see.
Would you
which
fuck
way everybody's
how
that would work?
Would you fuck a tranny? I'd get blown by a tranny. I wouldn't fuck one.
I wouldn't even get blown by a tranny. I don't like fucking trannies.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I find that fucking
What are you, a
weird.
communist?
Or
Yeah,
a
'cause it is weird.
hermaphrodite? I don't like that.
Nah, hermaphrodites, there you go.
A cock
Back
and a,
on the same
a
page.
cock and a cunt, I don't like that. That's no
Exactly.
good.
Make a decision, guy.
Yeah, make a decision.
Don't
I
make
don't know
someone
whether,
choose these
I
two
don't know
delicious
whether
options.
to kiss you or punch you.
I'm not like into Asian bitches, but they do seem to make the best trannies.
Well, it depends on what you're looking for, Ant. I would
don't
say
like
the Spanish,
Oriental
but
birds
you
either.
Like they seem to make the most realistic looking girls out of a guy. But
Yeah,
you know,
but even the guys don't
I'm
make
not even
realistic
into
looking
chick
guys.
fucking Asian girls.
Asians and blondes, because the less hairy they were beforehand.
That usually is a good thing.
Yeah.
Less hair, more gooder.
Yeah, nobody wants a Greek tranny. Knuckles like Rogan. I want you to fuck me when I watch
I don't
Kojak.
think I've ever seen. Is there ever been an Arab tranny? I don't think.
Oh,
there's-
yes, there has been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not that I know of one who travels to Dubai, but yeah.
It's easy once you put the burqa on. Just go, look, I'm all changed. Oh, I'm a girl now. I'm a girl now. How convincing is
Yeah,
this?
like, oh, look. Yeah, check for the Adam's eyes.
It's funny. You know, that's how you know if she's a tranny when you're cutting. If you cut through the Adam's apple as you're beheading her. Lovely culture.
What are, if I may ask,
Yeah.
O&A, what are your
Yes.
thoughts on trannies? I know Jim's take on all this
So-
stuff, but I don't
so
know.
out. So out.
It's not sexual at all. It's a curiosity. It's one of those things where, and not curious to do anything, but if I see like pictures of a tranny, I have to look and go, okay, yeah, that one can't pass. No,
Yeah.
that one, all right. That one kind of passes. Like I just judge them.
Well, you
I'm
would
very judgmental.
You would look like it's a freak show or something.
Yeah, it's
You
like-
get
like-
turned on by it.
So you would get
No.
blown by a tranny,
Yeah, I think so.
knowing that there's a cock.
No,
This-
no sex at all. Ugh.
This is when I crossed the barrier.
There you go. That's,
There you go.
There you go.
Actually,
absolutely.
That's, no, I'm kidding.
Absolutely.
yeah, that's a
Wait,
difficult
wait,
one. That
explain,
one.
Joe. Absolutely
Well,
what?
I was going to say what I
We're looking
absolutely
at,
let her blow me, but when I realized
I'd
I
take a
crossed
tit wank from her. I
the
wouldn't-
full-on barrier with trannies was when I started kind of looking at him a little bit on the internet and kind of whacking off to him and stuff, and I was talking to my buddy about it, and he goes,
What, buddy?
I go,
sorry.
I go, did you? I go, dude, I kind of like trannies, I think a little bit, and he goes, dude, I think that means you're a little bit gay, and I go, does it? And he goes, well, what do you watch him do? Like watch a tranny fuck a chick? And I'm like, no, I'll just watch one by herself jerk off. And he's like, no, that's gay. Yeah, that disgusts me.
Just watch
Can
him
I
jerk
can I
off.
say a friend of mine, a girl who I am very close to, who does porn, fucked a tranny in a video, and it was sexy because she's my friend, so I know. Like I think it's sexy that I can
Wait,
see
the
her fuck.
tranny was using the cock, or she was using a strap-on?
The tranny has her own cock.
Yeah,
She doesn't have
obviously.
it anymore. She's
Hence the
post-op
tranny.
now. But my friend's, she's a girl, and she's.
Was the girl strap-on fucking the tranny?
No, from what I remember, the tranny was fucking her. So it was like perverse, but it was hot.
Okay, see, that's okay to watch.
I could watch that. Yeah, I
The
could
girl
definitely
It's a
watch that.
guy with tits fucking a chick.
But part of it is the girl.
That's great, too.
The girl I know is such a pervert.
fucking-
I know she's a fucking pervert for real, and she loves the idea. Because she was telling me, God, I want to fuck Vicky. And she was telling me who this, no, Danielle, this girl, she wanted to fuck this tranny. And she kept saying that. No, not
That's
this.
no, of course, no. That's what I mean. It must have been Danny or something
Danielle.
like that. Danielle. Yes,
Oh,
of
the
course it was
original name.
Danielle.
Okay,
you know
yeah.
what the original name was? They always do these little takeoffs on their real name.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Daniel who?
yeah,
Anthony, but call me Ann.
yeah.
All right, sure.
Chuckina.
Yeah, Chuckina. But like Charles will always be Charlene or something. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's
Yeah, I don't like that they do that. It's like I don't want to know anything.
completely separated.
I just want to pretend you're a girl that had a penis attached to you magically and your vagina was removed. I don't want to fucking know there was ever a dude
They
there.
are girls. I don't care what anybody says.
You know what? I don't care what the fuck you say. There's no way you're getting rid of that musky man ass smell.
That's why I wouldn't fuck one.
It's like, so what are you gonna do? Wow, you're hot. Ew.
You wouldn't poke vanity?
I wouldn't. Is vanity? Is that an expression or is vanity a tranny?
Jesus.
Is that Vanity?
Is this hot, Joe?
Yeah, it's no.
Joe, is
It
that
looks like
hot?
meat spit on its side.
By the way, Danny's amazing.
All right, give us a look
with
at that.
Coming
Give us
up
a look
with
at that.
porn.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's
go to his
hot. I really
MySpace
do.
page.
She's so fucking hot. Look at her.
The face is, but the
What?
little penis way, the little hot dog Frank. She's
You
even
can see
covering
it's
it.
a guy.
She's ashamed.
You can so see that's a guy. The window.
We're watching female porn.
The window washer. The window washer looks in, and we're watching fucking tranny porn.
Two guys on the bleachers.
Yeah, but they cleaned these windows last week, so they know they're
what the
guaranteed to
fuck?
see something good
Now
every
they
time
know
they
how
come
we're
by this
fucking messing them
window.
up. I'm sorry. What about pop up a picture of Vanity? See if you can get a good picture of her.
Is she a famous one? Is she?
She's one of the biggest, yeah.
What I'm saying, dude, is theoretically, yeah, I'd fuck a tranny. It's not like I'm like, ugh, fucking him is gross. I just think if it came down to it and it was right in front of me, like Anthony said, I think I'd get a little whiff of that musty
It's a
man ass.
man.
I think up close, it'd be like seeing a celebrity in real life for the first time. You're like, wow, they look better on TV. You know what I mean? I think when you got up close, you're like, this does look kind of mannish, way more than it did on Tube
Great
8.
way of looking at
You
it.
think between those fucking thighs it doesn't smell like a little gamey, like when you're fucking sweating?
Oh, yeah, I love it.
No.
That's actually not even a very good picture.
What is that?
She very much looks
No,
like a
it's
chick.
she's got a dick.
Guy.
Let's just go back down to the thing. It's a dick. It's
know,
a
that's-
fucking dick.
Thanks for injecting some sense into
Hey,
this.
what do you do?
We're
Hey, Jim, what do you
forgetting.
do when you're in the movies? Hey, his name's not Indiana, it's Harrison.
Yeah. And it comes full circle. That's my fucking
What a
point.
spoil
Suspended-
sport.
Yeah. I'm meant to feel bad about waking off in a booth on 42nd Street, and you guys are talking about fucking people with dicks.
Dude, 10 dicks could not equate that fucking animal that you whacked off to.
Holy shit, what the fuck is going on there?
That's not real. That's CGI.
No, it's not
That's
CGI.
CGI.
No, it's not. What happens there? That's silicone injected.
That's
Stop it.
That's
Yeah.
that's the
Yes, it
fifth
is.
Indiana Jones
We're looking
film.
at a huge hog.
but it's
on a
disgusting.
tranny.
It's silicone injections.
Hey, this guy brought a tranny
gross.
home. Let's talk to Beef. What's your last name?
Beef
Supreme?
Supreme?
Lover.
From New Mexico. Beef.
My boys.
What's
Hey,
up,
Beef.
buddy?
No, fucking one night when I was in college, I took this. I thought it was just a fucking random ass Mexican chick home. Fucking, she set me down on her bed in her apartment. Fucking, dropped her fucking skirt, and there's a big old fucking meat rod in my face.
So you were obligated. You were there,
Yeah, I
right?
mean, who's looking at that point?
Yeah, wrap it in
What the
a
hell?
tortilla and put it down, mate.
What'd you do? Did you toot on it a little?
You're already at the point where,
I stood up and
you
fucking,
thought you were getting
I
laid.
punched it and fucking ran out the room.
No,
That's
you
some
didn't.
scary shit.
You run out
That's
of
what you wish you did.
What'd you really do, sir?
That's what you tell your friends you did. Where are your
Yeah.
where are you different? We don't know who
Yeah.
you are. What'd you really do?
What are you ashamed of at this
Yeah.
point?
I'm
What, did-
ashamed of the whole thing.
Did you kiss the tip and there was pre-cum and you pulled your lip back and there was a trail of pre-cum
Oh, God.
from your lip to the tip?
Yeah.
I fucking ran out of there like I had a warrant and she was a cop.
Nah.
Dude, did she
now-
catch you, tackle you, and rape you?
No, I
Alright.
never looked back.
Hold on. I thought you said you went to your house.
Yep.
So you let the tranny just
So
have
you
the
let
run
the
of your
tranny
joint?
at your house?
No, it was.
Oh,
at
there's
her
some
place.
holes in
Oh,
this
boy.
story.
It was
What happened? What happened? What happened?
I fucking ran.
But it was your house.
It wasn't I never said it was my house. It was her apartment.
She said
took
you're
her
in
home.
my fucking
Okay.
house.
Now, before you got to the apartment, how does that work out? There's got to be a little kissing in the vehicle or something.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, so you kissed a man.
Yeah.
Fucking queer.
Fucking
Can I say though,
You English cigarette.
my friend Vanity, who there may have been footage of a certain ex-heavyweight champion making out with her at or kissing her at a fucking porn awards because she's so passable. People don't know. I didn't know when I first read it.
Really?
I
Yeah,
had no idea.
I fucking rode on 20 minutes with her. I could not fucking, no fucking clue.
Sometimes you really don't
So
know.
you're so embarrassed that you rang a radio station. How's that working out for you, you queer?
Worst moment of my life.
Okay, let me stop this is what happened. He's telling the truth up to the point where that big old thing was in my face, and then this is what you heard.
And they just, I like it.
Oh, by the way, Jimmy, I would definitely buy your book if I read.
What's that?
I said I would definitely buy your book if I read.
He was blowing snots onto the base of the shaft.
Shit.
He couldn't get it all in his mouth, so there was probably like an inch between, or 3 inches, between the fucking, her belly and pubic hair and his lip. And it was like... Because he kept trying to stick his tongue out and lick the balls, because he saw it in the movie once.
Holy shit.
I like how you still, even though nobody can see it, put the hand on the back of your own head to do the forced blowjob.
You push your own head forward, and it's radio. Very realistic, Jimmy.
Well, I just, you know.
Yeah, I don't believe that guy's story. I think he's...
I think he's leaving it out.
It either never happened or
he gave
everything happened. It's an all or nothing call.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I even believe that he got a tranny.
That's what I mean. Either nothing happened or he fucking got fucked in the ass by an 8-inch tranny cock.
So you
and then sucked his own shit off of the head.
Jesus, maybe not that quite extreme. Maybe they just jerked each other off, Ant. Maybe there was no passing of dysentery.
Hang on. This is. You love this, don't you?
I wouldn't have recognized her.
No?
Yeah, I'd like to see the boob and tit. I don't want a close up on the penis.
You try not to look at certain things. You know, you just...
You pick what you want to
look at.
at.
The face, yeah.
The tits are a little
This is my whole thing, right? If you're going, I don't really want to watch the cock, I just want to look at the face and tits, then get a woman.
No. I want to look at the tits and the cock. I want to see it all together. I don't want to see a close-up on the
they're
cock.
rubbing dicks together.
They're rubbing
Well, what are you
dicks
supposed to do?
together.
They're like Eskimos.
And I'm not into that. I'm not into watching guys blow trannies.
Especially guys with hair like that. His hair is to die for.
There's something wrong about guys sucking dick in there. It's just something I can never get over. I try to be a liberal man.
Something wrong? By you mean it makes me puff up a little bit and I'm embarrassed of it, so I try to avoid it like a fucking
swelling in your undies? It's all right, Jim.
That kind of...
Let's say hi to Jake.
You're lying, but your penis tells the truth, doesn't it?
Hey, Jake, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, fellas? Love
Hey,
the show.
Jake.
Jimmy, you rock, man. I can't wait to read your new book.
Oh, thank you. It's out Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Hey, when I was in the Navy back in the 80s, man, we went over to Singapore.
Oh, yeah.
When we were taking leave, we'd go downtown, you know, and the first thing we want to do is get some booze and stuff. But there was these things that used to come out at night, and they were he-she's. They were men who had complete sex changes, and they were hotter than shit, dude.
Yep.
I was with a couple, and, man, people give me crap all the time. They're like, yeah, it was a guy. I said, well, it used to be a guy, but, dude, I was with her, and I banged the crap out of her, and I must have jacked in her face. You know, when I came, I must have came like 38 times. I mean,
now you're exaggerating.
Exactly. After 34, it's all bullshit.
Yeah. You were just blowing out dust.
She didn't look like a dude at all, you know. She had a nice, tight pussy and everything.
Yes, she had a nice inverted penis.
Yeah, well, whatever, you know. I mean, I had a good time.
Hey, I'm not yelling at you.
All right.
All right, it was like
Let's forget that whole thing happened. Put behind us. I apologize.
$5.
Thank you, sir. Let's go to El Paso. Jason has a good story, too. Jason.
Yeah, I live on the border of Mexico. We used to go party down in Mexico when we were like 18, 19 years old. And one of my friends hooks up, and he's one of these guys that whenever he got fucked up, he had to hook up. It didn't matter how bad these chicks were. Well, this one may have been a 2, one of Jimmy style. And they're getting fucked up and making out. Well, she drags him into the bathroom and blows him. Then stands up and says, my turn. He says, okay. And then she whips out her cock. Now, the fucked up thing was, I mean, obviously she had a cock, but he says, hey, the chick I just made out with that blew me, it was a dude. He could have gotten away with it and never had to hear it again. He never lived that shit down for years.
He just blurted it out.
Well, it sounds to me like friends ought to be more supportive in those situations.
Yes. Yeah.
So, Joe
I
wanted to
hope
say
you don't get a disease and want him.
I wanted to ask you. You made an interesting point earlier when I said it looks like a woman. You went, they are women.
Of course they are. What are we, silly geese?
But I mean, that's what I wanted to ask.
Right.
All right. Point taken. I can't argue that.
Of course they are. Can't deny that.
I thought you were going to come out with some sort of scientific,
I am being scientific.
They have cock and balls makes them a
You
man.
throw all these things around willy-nilly means nothing to
Can
anybody.
they get impregnated?
What's that?
Can they bear children?
Why would you come in them? What are you all?
You can't come in them. They don't have a cunt.
Come in their ass.
Exactly. You can't get someone pregnant like
Ass
that.
babies.
They all speak Greek.
Ass babies.
Well, some women can't get pregnant, so maybe
Exactly.
they're like barren women.
They all had
But
hysterectomies.
I don't count barren women as real women either. They sicken me. If you're at home and you're crying because you can't
funny.
bear kids,
You sick.
you sicken me. There's something wrong with you. You're not a real woman.
You're a gutted brownstone with tits.
No, may I say I was just joking about that. It's a horrible thing. I hope you're okay. I was only making a joke.
It's Joe DeRosa. People are like, who's the other funny
Joe's
guy
very funny.
in studio today?
Thanks.
Joe DeRosa. Playing Gotham over the weekend.
Yes, sir. Jim Jefferies,
Caroline's.
Caroline.
We'll meet again and we'll compare numbers.
Yeah.
You're gonna beat me. Nobody knows who the fuck I am.
No one knows who I am. I'm an unknown.
No, you're kind of.
I say I know these guys. That's how much
You have
fame
credits
I've got.
in England, don't you?
Yeah, I got credits. I got this sitcom coming out, man. They can't fucking name the thing, and it's a really bad way. If you ever get a sitcom, bad way to find out you can't act. I always thought, how fucking hard could it be? It turns out it's pretty fucking hard.
Yes.
Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do stuff, move your arms, walk and shit.
The moving your arms thing seems to be the hardest part. Like, what do you do with your hands?
Yeah.
You don't realize in daily life that it's just such a natural thing that whatever you're doing with your hands, you don't even notice until someone tells you to act and you're just,
I am trying so desperately to get onto a TV show to supplement my nothing fucking income that I have. And I went into CBS yesterday to read for this pilot, and there were 2 auditions going on. One was for 90210, and one was for the Koranskis. So you know what fucking show I was there to read for, right? And we're on 2 facing couches, and I'm the only guy on the Koranskis couch. And there's 8 fucking dudes on the 90210 couch that were just beautiful. And it was just a meeting of the classes. It was like, here's the couch of guys that get pussy all the time with no problem. Here's the couch of guys that get called in to read for quirky sitcom roles. And I shouldn't have even been on that couch. I should have been on a 3rd fucking couch. Like, here's the guys that will do anything to get on TV, possibly, to hopefully get pussy one day for once in their fucking life. It's pathetic. I got to get on a fucking TV show, and it's not going to happen because I don't know what to do with my hands.
But it is true. You audition in this country, it is packed with hot people. Everywhere I go, every audition I go for, the audition room is just like, these are the best looking people I've ever met in my life. In Britain, not the case. They're letting anyone on TV. You'd be a heartthrob. Ricky Gervais was the best looking man they ever had. And now he's moved over here.
I want to come over there. I want to come to England, where I'll be appreciated.
Yeah. You look like everyone else, just with nice teeth.
Yeah, I wanna. How do you think it go for me over there?
Do fine. I'm a sex symbol for goddamn it over there. It's a horrible place full of ugly people. Hey, love you, Britain. Love you.
I would be very popular in England because I'd use all the phrases.
Oh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I'd be like, I weigh 50 stone.
You wankers.
50 stone.
Is that a lot?
50 stone, that'll kill you. That'll kill. That's a Guinness Book of Records stonage. You got that.
Jimmy got another one? Hold on, Jimmy's got another one.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'll be performing at the Theater TRE. Fucking place to go crazy. They like it when you know their culture. Like I rode over here on a 2nd story of a bus.
2nd story of a bus? Yeah, that's good.
The old double-deckers.
Yeah. Say the word bollocks. Say the word bollocks.
Oh, I will. Bollocks!
Yeah, bollocks is a fucking good
Yeah, that's shop with 2 P's and an E on the end.
You know what bollocks is, though, right?
The balls.
It's your balls, right? But if you say something like bollocks, it means like bullshit, like rubbish.
Bollocks.
Right? Bollocks. But if you say something is the dog's bollocks, that means it's really, really good.
It's like
that
saying
like
shit.
This paper is the dog's... No, it means it's really good. Like, it feels the dog's
if you say shit...
Well, it's really the shit. It means it's great. But if you say, like, it's shit, it's bad. But the shit, it's all inflection, too.
Of course.
Like, if I do something good, I'll go, wow, it was the shit.
Yeah. Then you do something bad, and it's like, it was
that
shit.
was
It's the It's the that fucking really makes it.
So what other words you got for us?
Fucking pounds.
Pounds.
I'll be like, I thought pounds was a weight unit. Well, you guys, it's money. What's up with that?
What's all that about?
The crowd would be like, oh, jolly good.
I love it.
Bravo, American.
Yeah, the Queen.
I would be like, what about that incestuous fucking shitty family that runs your country?
Oh, jolly good, the Queen.
What phrases did you adopt to come here?
You got to remember I'm Australian, so I feel more English now, but I adopted a lot of things when I moved over to Australia. I like the term fit. if a girl's good looking, you say she's well fit.
Yeah.
Like the term fit is better than hot. Like the same word as hot or cute or whatever. Fit.
Right.
Fit's a great word. Because fit means like she's just fucking, she's taking care of herself as well.
I've noticed with Aussie girls have a certain look.
Aussie
They
girls
all have a look where you can tell they're Australian.
Australian girls have got too much sun in them. The good thing is you can fuck them for 20 years before they die of skin cancer. Like they really like seriously, Australian women look like wallets. is the only thing I compare to them. They're just freckly and stuff. I think I told you this last time.
Yeah, very freckly.
One time I had a girl. This is just an Australian sentence to ever. She goes. I was fucking her and she goes, if you like, you can goo on me face.
That's adorable.
If you like, you can goo on me face. There's nothing more sexy than that sentence.
You can goo on me face.
Goo.
I hope you did.
That's fantastic.
Did you?
Oh yeah, of course I did. But there's Australian girls don't
If
ask
you
fuck.
like. Right.
Australian girls don't ask fuck, and I figured it out. It's the heat. You don't want to ask fuck in the heat.
Oh.
It's a cold weather activity.
Yeah, you got to
It really
keep
is.
everything
It's a cold weather. You want everything,
refrigerated.
you want everything nice. You don't want anything steaming.
That spoils very quickly. It's gotta be kept in the fridge.
Anal sex is the most perishable of all the sexes.
It really is. It's like fucking an open tuna can that's been outside for a week.
Yeah, it's like you're not supposed to take mayo sandwiches to the beach. I mean, it's common sense.
You get salmonella from fucking her in the shitter.
But British girls take it up the ass like a hobby.
Oh, really?
Oh, they love it.
And it's nice and cold and rainy there, so that thing stays fucking fresh, man.
Rainy, and they just take it up the ass.
Wow.
British girls, all of them. Especially, I'm telling you, Liverpool's the city to really do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the Beatles come from.
They're a
That's
little
your town.
skanky there.
They just fucking, got a real fucking skanky fucking accent about them, all covered in fake tan. It's
Really?
they're all covered in fake tan.
Is that how they sound too? I like that.
What?
Yeah.
Fucking...
No, it's just like, it's really great that you've come over here. I really enjoy your company.
Oh.
It's not like the old Beatles accent. It's the old Scout accent. All right, John, you've had a good time. Let's all go. that one's sort of dead.
Pudding leaking out the ears. Bill Cosby's trying to frisk me shoulder blades and eat them.
But Scout women, man, they fucking do it for me.
Wait, Paul, do you have some aspirin? I seem to have a headache. Do you have a machine that will zap me brain? I don't sound like him, but we get the point. More brain cancer jokes.
That Ringo Starr, don't see any more autographs. I'm sure you've gone over to
Yeah.
Sure.
I love that. I love the fact that the peace and love. Don't come near me, scumbags. I'm fucking sick and tired of you. Love you all, peace and love.
I'm tired of you, yeah.
But you know what did it? It fucking got fucked over by that Simpsons episode where he goes, if they've taken the time to write to me, then I will write them back. And that's why he had to leave. I feel sorry for the old bastard.
He sucks. Fuck him.
Fuck
him. I'm sick of him riding this fucking Beatles wave. I'm sick of it. They made Magic while Lennon was alive for a few fucking years, and it split off, and everybody was like, oh, well, I guess the sun was greater than those parts.
Well, yeah.
They all stunk by themselves.
Lennon was good.
Lennon was all right.
No,
he was all right.
by
Paul
himself,
McCartney's even
over
Wings
fucking
had
rated.
some good songs on it. Wings were all
But
right.
Lennon, you can see, Lennon did.
McCartney was all about like hits.
Woman, working class
Heroes, amazing. Imagine.
Starting over, Jealous Guy is a great song.
No one ever
Jealous
talked to
Guy.
gays like that. I like that stuff.
Imagine.
You like Working Class Hero?
Imagine is.
What a baby I am.
No, get some gravy. I'll put your head in and then fuck you in the mouth.
That's what you think of John Lennon. What is your opinion on Obama?
Oh, I don't like that gentleman either.
Oh, right. I thought you'd. And him.
Everybody thinks.
He's poo-pooing it.
Yes.
I'm tired of John Lennon getting artistic credit because he fucked an ugly Asian broad for 10 years. That's how you
why
get
I have
credit.
no credit.
Yeah.
That's how you get credit as an artist. That's when you're not. If you're not an artist, you're not gonna dude fucking a hot chick. But if you're a decently dude fucking an ugly broad, they're like, this guy's got depth. He sees what somebody has really to offer.
Overrated as a solo artist, Lennon. Please.
No,
I disagree.
You're wrong.
I would love to
Totally.
say that. I
You're
think
wrong.
Wings was average.
I don't think Paul McCartney
No,
was
no.
doing anything good, but as far as writing hits that people bought fucking millions of records, McCartney had a way better career than Lennon did.
But Lennon's stuff is like We All Shine On's a great tune. Imagine.
Is it?
Working Class. Yeah, they really
Your
are.
Shine On is a fucking tremendous
It really is
song.
an
You know,
amazing
He only had a decade.
That's
He only
kind
had
of
a
song
decade.
I don't mind that song. Okay.
You're right.
I like
you only have
that's
less than 10 years, actually.
Yeah, less than
Imagine
10
his-
years. And you think of artists today, how much music they bring out. in
Literally
10
one of
years.
my least favorite songs
hate
of all
that
time.
fucking
It's up
song.
there with Brown Eyed Girl and Blister in the Sun and
Lawyers in
I
Love.
love.
hey, what's that fucking
How can you not
Miss
love this
American
song?
Pie?
Yeah.
I look at Imagine like that song.
Did I tell you last time my John Lennon story when I was out here? 'Cause it happened.
No.
Okay, straight up.
Did you
Straight up.
ask him to sign something in front of the Dakota?
No, straight after I came here, I walked up to the Dakota building because obviously I'd never seen a Beatles fan. So I go and stand there. There's that little step that Mark Chapman sat on for 3 hours and waiting for John Lennon to go out. And then he waited for him to sign it. Then he waited for John Lennon to go away for 3 hours. He sat there for 7 hours waiting for John Lennon. Right?
Yeah.
I go down. I asked someone to take a picture. I sit on that step, and 2 security guys come up and go, "Get off the step. Get off the step." And I'm like, I'm just sitting here. And he goes, "Get off the step." And I went, "Where the fuck were you 20 years ago?" Well, 28 years ago, anyway. You know what I mean? And they acted that's really arsey of me. I'm like,
That's fucking brilliant. That's great.
That album, by the way, is still is being auctioned or something.
it's
it has
got-
a little
it's
bit
got
of Lennon's
DNA
blood
on
on
it.
it. Yeah, it's got Lennon's blood
What
on it.
album? The one he was carrying?
the one
with
he
him?
was carrying, it's the last autograph, and it's covered in Lennon's blood.
Who's carrying it, Chapman or Lennon?
Chapman bought the album. He gets it autographed, and then Lennon goes off for some interviews and recording stuff. Comes back a few hours later. He's still sitting there with the album, and then he shoots him. He didn't have the balls to do it the first time. There's actually a photo of Chapman and Lennon where he's actually signing the album. There's a photo of that.
How?
Because there's paparazzi waiting at the front of the building. They're
everyone
always
taking pictures. John Lennon. They're taking pictures
taking a
of him.
picture of John Lennon. There's a picture of the two of them there with
How
the
could that be the last autograph you ever signed? You gonna tell me when he went to do that?
Oh, I
recording
don't know.
shit?
Well, it's okay. You know, it would have been one of
All right,
the
it's the
last.
last autograph. It's the last autograph he signed that had his blood on it.
What album was
There
it?
it is. That's the picture.
How fucked up is that?
That's the picture. He's
That's
dead. He's dead
wild.
3 hours later, and there he is. There's and look at Chapman's smile on his face, like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm meeting
What
John
a
Lennon."
fucking God, what a
That's fucking
Bag
great.
of shit.
What album was
He
it?
should have been killed, Lennon.
Double fantasy.
Lennon was killed.
Chapman should.
Jeez, Jim.
should have been killed, Lennon.
He should never get out, and he should be executed. To shoot a guy so beloved.
We're two guys who think.
Yes. You should never sign for guys with juicy livery lips.
Well, he was due for parole about 4 or 5 years
He
ago.
should just
wasn't
be
he?
shot in the head
Yeah,
like a
he's
fucking
not.
roach.
They'll never let him out. They'll never let him out.
Never.
Although they let fucking what's his face?
John
there,
Hinckley
shot,
should
yeah.
never be able to fucking go visit his family.
He could
You
visit.
Never.
He could do things. It's
Fuck
amazing.
him.
He's like,
Really?
I was crazy back then. He
Yeah, too
goes,
bad.
"What, are you kidding? I had that whole fucking thing going on. I was nuts.
Fucking
Jodie
liberals.
Foster and shit."
Until James Brady can fucking moonwalk. I don't want that cocksucker going to visit anybody.
God, old fucking dent head.
Exactly. What a bummer he is at a party. We're all having a few laughs, and then Mr. I Hate Guns shows up.
When did that happen
he
with
got
Hinckley?
it. 1981, I think.
No, that he was released?
No, that he got. No,
No, he
he's-
gets like to leave for an hour.
he goes
or
see
two
his
here and
family
there.
for the weekend,
Yeah.
and then fucking
What
poor,
happened, Jim?
poor James Brady puts a hat on, and part of it sinks in.
Who would think the other Brady's the one that got the fatal shot to the face?
I need this guy to.
It's been a while.
Of course it has. What's about 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Can I pay this guy to follow me with a newspaper and point at fucking headlines for me? Because I don't know any of the fucking. This is like the third current event thing you guys talked about where I was like, really?
Oh, really?
What
What?
happened? Who won the World Series?
He'll point. Fucking guy.
Yeah. I need to read more. Are you excited? Philly's going to be a fucking
Oh,
madhouse
I'm a
today
huge.
still.
I'm happy for
I'm
them.
a huge Philly fan. Phillies fan. So
I'm not
yeah,
a
so
sports
we are.
guy, but I'm happy for them. That's
to the
exciting.
City.
I have to go down there today. So I'll get some picks.
I'll be in Philly next week. I'm doing book signings in New York, Long Island, fucking Philadelphia, Boston, Rhode Island, all
Wow.
next week.
They're all
And
over
then,
the place.
Yeah.
My DC, I know it's a lot of plugs. My DC tickets for December 5th go on sale tomorrow morning at Ticketmaster. It's right outside DC. It's at the State Theater, Virginia, which I've done before.
Oh, because you won't be allowed in D.C. after November.
Why?
Well, they're going to
Whitey's
block
not
it
allowed.
off, and no white people are going to be allowed
No
in.
more white people in DC.
in
There aren't
DC.
any now, except for where the fucking politicians
really?
are.
Right.
I was playing
Maybe
with a
everything
gun.
will reverse. And like the white people will be all outside the White House. Wouldn't that be-
It's like that Chris Rock picture. What was that where it becomes the president and,
And then-
everything's all mixed up?
and they're all dancing inside.
Yeah, and then Steve Martin tried to do something else unfunny.
Who played the sassy black
Bag of
girl
shit.
in that one?
I imagine Queen Latifah.
Oh, she's alwa's so sassy.
Not for her and her fucking shitty blonde wig hair.
I love how she's on fucking Revlon ads like she's a model.
Exactly.
Put that big fat fucking face up there. You look like a stop sign.
All she does is have
lipstick ad.
She just stands by giant furniture so she looks slender.
Did you see
Like
the
to fuck
trailer?
her face.
Did you see the trailer for a new movie with that little cunt Dakota Fanning's in it?
Oh, right.
And,
Jesus, that was actually an adjective and a noun.
She plays like a southern mother of a family, and like in the commercial, she's like, "Hey, little darling," and it's like literally like if I was like, "Hey, can you do a southern accent?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, sure I can."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No
Hey, little
tapes, no
darling.
training, nothing. Can you do an Irish accent? Why, sure, laddie. You know what I mean? Just fucking winging it. Like,
not even coming close, right?
yeah, I want to see it just to see how much she falls in and out of it. It's gonna be like Costner and fucking JFK going in and out of that fucking Boston draw.
And also Michelle Pfeiffer in Dangerous Mind.
Yeah, that was another
and,
bad
lost
one.
her accent. Jim, you were doing what's the Liverpool accent? What's the difference between like Liverpool and London? Because fucking Jeff, you don't realize how many different English accents there are.
Oh no! There's difference from Liverpool to Manchester to Leeds are completely different, and they're all 40 miles apart from each other.
What's the fucking Liverpool?
Liverpool's just more like fucking. I'll tell you, a good person, if you can get something like a clip of someone like Daniel Lloyd talking, that's a perfect Liverpool, or Paul O'Grady is a really good one.
You had it. How did you do it?
It's just fucking great. Just really up high and just say things are fucking boss. I'm having a fucking great time. I really enjoy New York. I think it's a wonderful town.
And then what's London?
London's more like fucking great, you know, London, right? You know, so I fucking glassed the cunt, didn't I? He came near me and I fucking went him. That's everything. That's the Cockney thing, which is a bit more.
How come some people
there's different accents in areas.
Oh, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. And then
that's what I thought.
That's
more fucking.
That's what I thought.
Instead of TH.
No.
It's
That's what I thought. You go, what are you doing? In it, instead of isn't it? In it.
In it.
And then there's Birmingham, and Birmingham's like anyone from Birmingham sounds like they've got like Down syndrome. Yeah, it's that whole. All right, I'm from Birmingham. It's a really nice town. I used to do a joke about it. Go, what does someone with Down syndrome from Birmingham sound like? Hi, my name's Kevin. Because
what's the most hardcore British accent? Like the most Cockney?
The most hardcore is a really thick Scottish accent.
Oh wow!
Is pretty hardcore.
Probably hard time.
Or a Welsh accent where they're sort of doing half words, half Welsh.
You can't even understand that shit.
Huh?
What's that telling?
Oh, I can't even do a Welsh impersonation. If I did it, would sound like I was doing an Indian one. It was a really difficult voice to do. There's places that I've lived in England for so long. Now, London's very easy to get along because it's such a multicultural place. But you go up to some places in Scotland, I don't know what they're saying. And I think, is it because I'm Australian? But then I'll be like an English mate and he'll go, no, I got no fucking idea. no idea what they're saying. You like go into McDonald's and you just go, I just asked for a hamburger, mate.
What the fuck?
You know, that he's been saying you want fries with that for like 10 hours.
It's like, what was that movie with Brad Pitt when they're just
California
Snatch.
I tried too hard to get the answer right.
Too hard to get the answer, guy.
That's
your character.
That's a pikey sort of. That's a Northern Irish type of. You know.
I get it.
Do you like dogs? All right. You have 10 minutes to leave the building. that Northern Ireland one, that terrorist accent.
Belfast.
No, that's what it is. Belfast. I remember it as a terrorist one because when we were kids in the 80s, that's what the whole thing they were going. But that's the whole joke that all the hack comics do. They go, you can say what you want about the IRA, but at least they used to call. Which, you know, like, the terrorists now just kill people. The IRA used to go...
they used to call.
They used to put a bomb in a building and then go, you have 10 minutes to leave the building. The whole building's going to blow up. We just thought we should tell you.
Right?
Yeah, so everyone evacuates from the building and they blow up the building and go, think what could have happened. It could have been terrible, but now you just got to rebuild that. And that's going to take some time up, isn't it? And you're not going to want to do that.
I saw a clip of a truck bombing in England. It was back from when the IRA was, doing their shenanigans.
This is in Manchester. Manchester was such a shithole. The IRA blew the fuck out of it. They rebuilt the place. It's fucking lovely now. Without the IRA, Manchester would still be a hunk of shit.
Shithole. They had a truck bomb. And apparently enough time to clear everyone the fuck out.
Yeah.
No one was there, and then it blew a whole fucking front of a building
up. It blew up about 4 or 5 square blocks.
Amazing.
Jesus Christ.
And now we've got a big shopping centre there.
Thank God what
They've
could
built a
have
lovely
happened. That's great.
walkway with a little river and stuff. It's fucking beautiful. the bit where the IRA blew up is the nicest bit in Manchester. Everything around it's still shit. I'm saying blow up the whole fucking thing and start again.
Who are they kneecapping? They would kneecap you where they put a gun behind your leg and they blow out your knee.
Don't look at me.
Well,
I don't know it.
See, the thing is that the
Paparazzi?
They were. You never heard kneecapping?
No.
That's where they take the gun in the crook of your leg from the back and they shoot from the back
Jesus
through
Christ.
your fucking knee.
How do you fix that?
You gotta go to the doctor. It's a whole thing. You gotta hobble.
Oh, it's a mess.
You need orthopedic shoes.
Yes, no shoes and pants.
Do you know how much it hurts to fucking get your knee shot through on purpose?
Yeah.
No,
if
I don't,
If I
actually.
really wanted to torture someone, I think that's what I'd do. Blow their kneecaps off. I've thought about this several times in my
In
life.
movies, that's always a brutal thing. Like, you watch people get shot in the head or the chest, and they fall down, and they're dead, and it's like, all right, the guy's killed. When you see someone get two, one in each kneecap, and they hit the ground and go, ah!
Oh, dude, it's
Everyone
rough.
goes like, oh!
I think it was rough. I think it
It's
was rough.
rough.
Rolling in the groin.
They hit a dude in the fucking knees with a bat or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, the
God,
groin's
I'm
flesh.
sorry.
Once it's blown off, it's blown off. Through bones and nerve.
Yeah, that's true. But I wouldn't want to get shot in the groin either because I never actually put my knee in a girl's face and made goo. I could live without a knee.
Yeah, that part in Pulp Fiction where he shoots the guy in the dick, that's fucking
Yeah.
brutal.
And he's just on the ground.
Yeah. Oh, God, it's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
That dude apparently has done a lot of shit, Peter Green, and that's all I know him from is the
That's
guy
all
that
you
got
know
shot
him
in the
from,
dick.
yeah.
I can't even remember. Oh, Zed.
Occasionally, Zed shows up. Brett shows up.
Who's Brett?
The kid that gets fucking shot at the beginning of the movie.
In the
he's sitting there.
Frank Whaley.
Say what, motherfucker? One more time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Frank.
Tremendous
He's in a few
actor.
I
things.
saw him actually at recently in a party for the Pacino De Niro premiere.
Right. Yeah, he was
Frank
there.
Whaley was at the party. Yeah, I saw him.
Did you
Also,
see that?
Pulp Fiction.
Sam Jackson.
Nash. The cop. The cop.
Marvin
Marvin
Nash.
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
Marvin Nash.
I've never seen that
Oh,
guy
I've
in
seen him
anything.
pop up in a few things, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? And it's just I'm racking my brain, and then Internet Movie Database takes away.
Burr
any
and I were watching
mind
that one
power
night.
anymore.
We were watching it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's cool.
We were watching that one night, and we were in my apartment, and we were just screaming that at each other. What the fuck are they waiting for? Marvin Nash. It's like 2 a.m. We're
Marvin Nash.
screaming that in my fucking apartment. It was really funny at the time.
No, it was funny now. It was good.
Yeah,
Michael Madsen as a sociopath in that it's chilling because he fucking means it. Nothing
He's
you
so
say
mellow. He doesn't-
is going to stop him from torturing you with a fucking razor. It's just
So
awful.
yeah.
That is the scariest, most frightening line I've ever heard in a movie is when he goes, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm going to torture you anyway. I was like, that is so fucking scary,
Yeah.
man.
I don't give a fuck what you know or don't know.
I'm going to torture you
I'm
anyway.
gonna torture you anyway.
And
There's
you
no
will.
bargaining with him at that point. You can't okay, look. I understand what you just said. Now listen to me. Give me a chance now to communicate to you.
Yeah, no.
You're so fucked.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing. It's like dealing with a shitty ex-girlfriend. And she's just like, no. You're like, I'm fucked.
Another brilliant part of that whole scene was when he goes out to the trunk to get the gasoline, and you hear the fucking music is playing. This guy's in agony, blood. He fucking cut his ear off, and then he walks outside, and they follow him, and the door shuts, and you hear the tweeting birds and kids playing, and it's just quiet.
Oh,
And
it's
like,
beautiful.
It gives you this
And you hear the music
Yeah,
ever so
barely.
slightly from in the warehouse. Tarantino and Scorsese do it so well. But so few directors have realized the importance of a soundtrack in a movie and how much music really means. That's one of the things that ruined that De Niro Pacino movie. Their acting was good in it, and the script itself wasn't terrible. It was an all right script.
Better than Indy?
Probably.
Oh, the script
It
was really good. I wish you continued success.
It wasn't, but this is... hold on. No, let me just make a point.
I've read fucking better written things written by retarded children, like when they're describing a tree and a sun they've painted. Sorry.
Let me just make
Say
this
written
point.
one more time.
Written, W-R-I-T-T-E-N. Fucking cunt-face, no improver. Spoil everything.
The script was nothing spectacular, but it wasn't a horrible script. But the movie was so poorly fucking directed.
Yeah.
There was needless effects. There was that shitty first-person thing that they do where it's like the killer is sneaking into the house.
He's the same guy that did 88 Minutes, by the way. He's
Yeah,
terrible.
and the soundtrack sucked. Like the way he used music was so fucking bad. I'm like, I don't understand why directors don't. If you want to be a director, you're familiar with Scorsese, you're familiar with Tarantino, you're familiar with all these guys. Like, how could you not know how to put?
Robert Rodriguez does it. Like Dusk Till Dawn when well, that's Tarantino also, but fuck.
Well, Rodriguez directed it though.
Yeah. The music though is really important and shit like that.
Yeah.
It really makes the moment.
Who did better than Clockwork Orange with his classical music to violence, like a gang fight? To fucking classical music.
It was Ode to Joy, wasn't it?
It was choreographed. It was almost like a dance. It was so fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, that was.
Did you know they commissioned the Rat Pack? Sinatra they were supposed to do that movie in the very, very early '60s with the Rat Pack.
Are you shitting?
I swear to God, the quote from Sinatra, they didn't do it, and they said when Sinatra was asked why he passed in the film, he goes, "I couldn't understand a goddamn word in the script."
You can just picture him doing, I couldn't understand, like, all angry.
They would have ruined. They offered it to Mick Jagger too before Malcolm.
Really?
That might have been all right. I think Mick Jagger's actually half decent sometimes.
Maybe, but Malcolm.
I like him when he acts Mick Jagger.
I like how Jimmy once said
Kelly.
Malcolm McDowell, like he was young in that, and the day after that movie, he turned like 100 years old.
He's fucking. He had white hair in fucking like December of '71.
Yeah, him and Steve Martin.
It's like, what happened to him? He's one of those guys that were. It's a blessing and a curse to kind of look young when you're not young, and then you're all of a sudden overnight an old person.
He's got what's it called? He's got Dennis Hopper syndrome. He made one great fucking movie. Dennis Hopper topped out an Easy Rider, and then it was.
Hey, like, Waterworld.
Caligula. Malcolm
Don't
McDowell,
forget about
Caligula.
Super Mario Brothers. Great man.
Yeah. Dennis Hopper was in that Rhea Perlman sitcom after Cheers. And it was that guy has been in, like, I mean, what the fuck happened, man? No, Malcolm McDowell was in that. That was Malcolm McDowell.
Malcolm McDowell's done some shitty stuff
Sure
over
has.
the years.
He did a movie called If in like 1969, and then he did fucking Clockwork, and Caligula was great.
Yeah, but that was not really a mainstream movie.
What was the Time movie, Back in Time?
Oh, yeah.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
No.
Yeah, that was it.
He was in Back to the Future 3.
Yeah.
No, the other one.
Yeah, he played Buford Tannen.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
No, that wasn't.
I love
was
Bill
great.
and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That's my second favorite time traveling movie. And George Carlin as Rufus.
That's a great one. Bogus Journey sucks, though.
Oh, yeah, that sucks, yeah.
But speaking of that, that's what I always thought should have been the plot of Back to the Future 3. They should have been jumping all over time to try to fix the events of 2 instead of saying we're just going to go back to the Old West.
Oh, and wrap up 2. You mean 3? 2 shouldn't have been wrapped up.
Well, 2 wasn't. 2 was left open-ended, and he had to get back to the West to get out of the 50, whatever the fuck happened.
No, but he had fixed what, like, Biff fucked up with the sports almanac.
He fixed that.
Although getting rid of the Biff Tannen Museum pisses me off, because imagine going to the Biff Tannen Museum.
You've worked with
That
Tom.
would have been fantastic. Learning how Biff made his fortune. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Do I hear it?
I love that. God bless America.
Biff Tannen and the American Dream.
I wanted to hear the introduction that everyone hears when they enter the Biff Tannen Museum. You fucker.
Hey, you guys have worked with Tom Wilson, yeah?
Who's that?
Tom, the guy who plays Biff's a stand-up.
Oh,
you worked with him.
I didn't know even. I'm like, who's that?
He's
I
a
just
good.
know it's Biff.
He's a good guy.
He is a stand-up.
He's not a bad. He does a song called "Stop Asking Me the Questions," which is no, it's not Mew, and it's good YouTube. It's
Really?
funny. Yeah, he does a funny little song about being.
How old is he?
Oh, he's like fucking. He's late 40s now.
At least.
Right? But the thing is, he's a good guy. He'll drink with you. He's packed on the pounds a bit. But halfway through the night, I'm getting pissed with Biff, right? And his name's Tom, obviously, but you don't know that when you're drunk. You're like, "Oi, Biff, it's your round."
Oh, you must fucking hate
you
that.
feel like the biggest cunt ever. You know what I mean? You're another cunt. As soon as I said it, I went, "I'm a fucking dick." I just called you Biff, man. Shit,
What did he do? He was just like, all right.
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah,
Is he British?
No, he's American. YouTube him, Tom Wilson, and it's like a 2-minute song of him going, "Stop asking me the questions." He's very interesting, mate. he's a song guy. He's a guitar
Is he
player.
really?
Yeah, he's a song guy. He's
I would
parody
have
bloke.
known.
Dude, he's so good in those movies. Like, he's genuinely a really funny dude and a good actor. I'm like, why did he not? What happened? Or was he just that stereotyped?
So typecast as Biff.
Or it's typecast, excuse me?
At that point, you're Biff.
Tom Wilson, he was.
Was it that? Like,
he's got white hair.
Yeah.
Now.
Was it like playing Luke Skywalker, like that kind of thing?
Corvette Summer was even bigger than Star Wars.
Where's the Biff Tannen Museum?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Biff Tannen Museum, dedicated to Hill Valley's #1 citizen and America's greatest living folk hero.
He built this
the
himself.
one and only Biff Tannen. Of course, we've all heard the legend.
We all
but
have.
who is the
This
man?
is like when you enter my house.
Inside,
It's
you will
just the
learn how
same.
Biff Tannen
Like, Biff,
became
do you
one
think
of the
Biff
richest
wrote
and
this
most
himself?
powerful men in America. Learn the amazing history of the Tannen family, starting with his great-grandfather, Buford Mad
setting
Dog
up for
Tannen,
3.
fastest gun in the West. See Biff's humble beginnings. And how a trip to the racetrack on his 21st
I love to
birthday
picture him in the
made
paper
him
at this
a
point where he's
millionaire
squinting, just
overnight.
kind of
Yeah.
made him a millionaire
Where's
overnight.
the part? They didn't play it. Where's the part where he goes? I love when he goes, God bless America.
Yeah.
And he gives her that fucking kiss with all the tongue.
Listen, and he grabs her and starts kissing her.
Yeah. He's like raping her right after they get
Marrying
married.
his
again.
high school sweetheart. She fucking had almost raping his high school sweetheart.
No means yes.
You're in the 50s. Yeah, he must have just been typecast after that. I mean, Michael J. Fox had a career before that, so it wasn't like you could do 3 movies.
Oh, yeah.
And then, Doc Brown had a career with Taxi. So, but he was just fucking Biff.
Christopher Lloyd and everything is Doc Brown. He
Yeah, I
plays
know.
Doc.
Taxi?
On Taxi, he was,
Yeah, it was
Doc,
Doc
Brown,
Brown.
except he didn't have a time machine. He was drunk Doc Brown on Taxi.
You can't interview him, can you? He's like a really nervous bloke. He doesn't do interviews and stuff because he did one in Britain. He just sat there
Really?
quietly. Yeah, he just like
That's
he's a
fucked up.
really unpersonable sort of guy.
Is he well known in Britain?
No, well, the movie's
gotta be
as big
known
as it is
everywhere.
everybody. Everyone knows that movie. They still show Taxi on TV in Britain, so
That's a funny show, right?
it's a funny show. I like Taxi. Danny DeVito's best work.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
his best
By
work. He
fucking
played. He played a good little
Jesus, what
weaselly
is this?
prick.
Fucking throwing music in on every fucking...
Danny DeVito is
How
one of my
fast
favorites.
was that? How fast were they with the Taxi song?
I know. Well, Derek fucking on the board.
Good night, sir.
That fucking kid knows theme songs.
All right. You know, I was watching Mr. Belvedere the other day.
Yeah, well,
And I'm saying to myself, you know, they don't make shows like this
they
anymore.
really don't. Like Different Strokes or The Facts of
Yeah,
Life or
yeah.
Sanford and Son or all
Growing
that.
Pains.
Hurry up, shit dick.
Super Train was a great
Jesus
show.
fucking
Very underrated. It
Christ.
had the same Love Boat
Yeah.
I
plot,
know. You can
where
always-
stars were on a train.
Yeah, and you can watch Rocky right after. What are we doing listening to Taxi?
Guys,
You're 4 hours behind.
I was
you
watching
cunt.
Airwolf the other day.
Yes.
And
Just give us the A team. We all want the A team. Everyone loves
We
that.
do play the A-team already before I fucking
where are
fire
ya?
you and break your shitty watch.
There it goes.
That's great.
How
Does
they
that make
can,
you feel good, this music?
how they can
it's like the
fire
Indiana Jones music.
all those rounds of ammunition and not ever kill one person.
Exactly.
They always had to show the person crawling out of the rolled vehicle
Yeah.
and then doing the, oh, darn it.
Yeah.
If you can find them, they can help you.
Is there anything greater than George Papard, though? Don't you just want to be on some kind of team or
Well,
project?
They
No,
hated
that's
it,
he's
didn't
dead.
they did it. They
Yeah,
did
he's
a TV show called Reuniting the A-Team. There's this guy, Justin Lee Collins, in Britain who's on TV. He has these good little shows where he comes out and he just knocks on people's houses and tries to get Dallas back together or whatever. He tried to get the A-Team back together and he found Mr. T just jogging in a park. He found Face begging for money and you know, like Dirt Benedict and all those stuff. And they all said the same thing. Papard was a cunt.
Really?
They
No.
haven't liked him.
Well,
They-
Papard was
all-
a fucking, he was like an actor.
All 3 of them hated Papard.
He had a
His name
career.
is hard to say.
Papard.
Papard. Mr. Papard.
He did have a career in movies, though. And
He
then
was
he's
in
doing
Breakfast
this
in Tiffany's, wasn't he?
stupid fucking TV show.
That's a good point.
With the guy from Battlestar Galactica.
That's
Like,
probably-
Of
yeah.
course he was a cunt. He was better than those people.
It's probably how Leslie Nielsen felt on the
Oh,
set
yeah.
of Airplane. He's like, you know,
Airplane.
you fucking hand jobs. I'm not here for a fucking paycheck. I'm an actor. You
I'm
know,
a real actor, asshole.
sitting here with William Shatner.
Are we just going to
Jesus
keep on
Christ.
doing this show until no one's left? Everyone
Yeah,
just
that's
needs
what
to
we're doing.
walk
Everyone's
out.
bailing out. Danny's holding up signs that say we only have 9 minutes left or the computer cuts us off.
Jim, we're the new
right.
hosts of the Opie and Anthony
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. We just franchised it out.
Joe
If,
and Jim, come on, let's
If
bring it on.
we have to do a line of the day,
Do you want it?
well, we could at least do the sponsor. We'll just do the plug for
Oh, I
it.
always like Line of the Day. I've never won.
Why don't we just go right to number 1?
We can do that.
Fuck the runners
We'll
up.
just do line of the
We'll
day.
go right to number 1. Of course, the line of day is brought to you by WebEx.com. Hold meetings, you make presentations, and do it from the comfort of your own home or office. Check it out. Go to WebEx.com, our grand sponsor of Line of the Day. And let's go right to it. Fuck the runners up. There's only a winner here. What is the line of the day? Here. Pomp and circumstance. I love it. Line of the day. Line of the day.
Watch out for old Tex Tannen.
Mom, old Tex, Mad Dog Tannen.
Oh, God, it sucked. It was like a made-for-TV. That movie was like when they did Facts of Life Go to Europe. You're like, oh.
There's a little improv stand-up for you.
Yeah, look at that. You slip right in and get line of the day.
Yeah.
Half the fucking show, not even. A couple of, what, you get 10 minutes? And you get line of the fucking day?
You did line of the day already?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't do the runners-up. I've never,
No,
I've
we didn't
never
do runners
won.
up.
I've never won. I think
I'm sure you're in runners up. You're very funny today. It was nice that people weren't throwing things you don't like at you. I won't say anything, but it was nice to have you here and not be abused by certain things.
I did, yeah.
Give you a chance
Oh my
to
God!
hang out
I
and be funny.
fucking.
Am I supposed to do?
fuck off.
Is there an acceptance speech or something that goes with line of the day?
No, it
No.
means nothing.
Should have said yes.
Yeah.
You could be the first person to give out your fucking plug though.
We gave $1,000
Who,
to some girl for spinning on a pole today, and you used Comedy Genius and you get nothing.
I just want to say,
Yeah,
who
plug
thought
time.
when I was watching trannies masturbate by themselves that I'd get to line of the day?
God
Yeah.
damn it! You know what?
Anthony,
It's
so-
funny, but you just spoke my mind.
Yeah, you know.
But what about such an
I
amazing
was hoping
show
for a
to
laugh on that. But it
start?
wasn't a confession.
What did he speak? Bomb?
The show started.
Yes, he said dud, and all of a sudden I piped up. That wasn't even a bomb, because a bomb has magnitude. That was a fucking dud.
A dud.
Mentally and fucking vocally.
It hit the ground and the fins are sticking out of the soil.
A bomb has a noise. This is what that was. It was a plink.
What I just said, was it that?
No, me.
Oh.
I said
The hammer joke?
No, the hammer joke from hours ago.
That was bad.
That was a bomb.
Don't even worry
That
about
was a room stopper.
Yeah.
What was your dud? I didn't hear it.
Because your brain probably blocked it out like a fucking early life rape.
We are going to be cut off by the
Okay.
master
Plugs,
computer.
Joe?
Yeah, I'll be at Gotham Comedy Club in New York this weekend, Friday night, Halloween, and Saturday. And please listen to Uninformed on the Virus 202 with Bill Burr and myself. Thank you.
Young James?
I will be at Caroline's tonight, Saturday, and Sunday. And I think I'm back here tomorrow, so I'll plug
Good.
them again then.
Highly recommended, man. Very funny gentleman.
Thank you.
Caroline's, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good place, too. And tomorrow, our Halloween party.
Tomorrow night.
At the Hard Rock, 7 to 10?
Yes.
Right there in Times Square. So that ought to be fun.
Yep.
I'm going to that.
You're going to dress up, Jimmy?
I might have a little something planned. I might not show up, but I have a friend who may come dressed.
Hermaphrodite. The hermaphrodite's coming.
Well, no, a
right.
friend of mine owns
Looking
a
forward to
costume
it.
emporium, and he may actually be dressing up.
Jesus Christ. Well, look forward to that.
I'm going to come dressed as Norton so that people think he's there.
Great. Just get dropped out of the Enola Gay after a couple of my lines. And also, I have my book signings
Yes.
all start next week, starting Monday here in New York at the Borders. I did my happy ending signing at in Penn Station, and I'll be fucking me.
Seeing you. And Steve has walked into the room, so this means the fun is officially
That's right.
over.
And the ass fucking starts.
It's time to leave until tomorrow, which is Friday. This party starts tomorrow, my friends, and we'll see you then.
Bye.